Welcome back to Soccer Saturday Fan Zone. Now Spurs travel to Aston Villa tomorrow, knowing a win will lift them out of the relegation places. That's courtesy of West Ham's defeat today. Chris joins us now, a Spurs fan. Chris, you feeling nervous ahead of tomorrow, or is there a spring in your step?
Vicky J, I've certainly got a smile on my face this evening, but of course Spurs have to deliver.
Arsenal are winning?
I'm not interested in that side of things, Jay. It's all about the bottom at the moment. But no, obviously it's a great result for us today. But there is a lot of work to do from this Tottenham Hotspur squad. Roberto De Zerbi is trying to be, extremely positive, saying that we can win all remaining 4 games. But the players need to deliver on the pitch. It has to start at Aston Villa on Sunday evening, and the players have underperformed this season. But we've got to give absolutely everything. We've got to fight until the very end. And although this result goes for us today, we've still got to deliver. We've still got to get the job done. And we've got to fight until the very end, because I actually do think that this relegation run-in will go until the final day of the season.
Yeah, look at this from Jack, age 16. Spurs can definitely go and win against Villa. Yes, we are injury-ridden, but Villa have important matches to prepare for. For Spurs, we now know we can end the weekend out of the bottom 3, and that's huge. So, yes, I believe we can do it. Come on, you Spurs. That's nice from a little 16-year-old Jack there.
It very much is.
And De Zerbi, you were saying, sorry to butt in there.
That's all right.
He was saying you're not relegated yet. Do you want to see that from your manager? He's given them a lot of hope, isn't he? Even though there are a lot of injuries.
Absolutely, Vicky, yeah. And, we can't be crying about it because we're not relegated. There is a long way to go. There's 4 games left for us, and we've got to deliver, as I've said. But, my only wish is that we'd have actually brought in De Zerbi a lot sooner, because I know I spoke to Jay on this show before about Thomas Frank. In my opinion, he should have gone out the door sooner. The 44-day stint under Igor Tudor seemed to be a waste of time. But De Zerbi's brought real confidence to this group.
Who did you watch coming, by the way, Chris? Just asking.
I think back. A lot of people said that we wanted a former manager or a former player to come in and galvanise these players.
You was one of them, Chris. I'm just reminding you. You was one of those that wanted Poch. You got De Zerbi, like I said.
Well, is it too late? I think that the confidence and the difference that De Zerbi has brought into this club, I think if you'd have got him in, when we appointed Igor Tudor, it could have been very, very different.
I don't think Tottenham would be in that position now, by the way. If he had come when Tudor went in there, Tottenham wouldn't be in this position. But I have a question for you. Maddison was on the bench last week. Should the manager take a risk and start him?
Well, I think, certainly in the pre-match press conference, he's come out and said that he won't be featuring in the Aston Villa game. He'll probably still be on the bench again, but it'll be unavailable. But he did say that he could be very important for us in the final 3 games. And, I know Jamie Carragher on Monday Night Football said that if Spurs want to get out of this mess, then, De Zerbi might need to use James Maddison. I do completely agree with that. In the last 10, 20 minutes of matches, perhaps. I don't know about starting because he was out for such a long time, but certainly to play a key role, because we are certainly lacking players in that creative area. Bergvall and Tell really need to step up now. Richarlison and Cowlin, Cowlin Mawani has had a very underwhelming season. These players have to deliver. There's only 4 games left. As I said, I think it will go until the very last day of the season, but we've got to keep fighting.
OK, just finally then, where do your wins come from? Villa, Leeds, Chelsea, Everton. Do you get a win against any of them, or just a draw?
Well, I really do hope, Vicky, that we can go to Aston Villa and get a win. I think it's a perfect time to play them, sandwiched in between, the 2 Europa League games. Leeds at home, Everton at home, I think are the games where we ought to be targeting. Chelsea away, I think, is going to be very difficult. We've only won once there in 36 years. So, we just need to keep fighting, as I said, wherever we are.
So are you confident, though?
I wouldn't say confident, Jay. I don't think anyone would be confident. But what I would say is that, West Ham have difficult games as well, Arsenal, Newcastle and Leeds. And also, the goal difference could play a major part in this relegation run-in. It could go to goal difference. We're -10, they're -19. So, that could play a huge part.
Thank you.
All right, brilliant. Thank you. Thanks, Chris.
Thank you.
I wasn't thanking you. Lando Norris had a dominant victory in the Miami sprint race. It was a McLaren 1-2 with Charles Leclerc third. George Russell came in fourth. Lewis Hamilton seventh. A penalty for championship leader Kimi Antonelli dropped him to sixth. I'm talking about the Miami GP, of course. Let's cross live there now and join